Hi everyone, hope you want to see CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thanks for your support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now Bitcoin's doing really well, isn't it? It's picked up really well. It's run into a level of resistance which we gave you yesterday in yesterday's update. So that was a fantastic opportunity to take profits or open a little short. You know, I did say to you, don't be greedy. Open a little short down to this particular level of support. You will run into resistance, and it's perfectly normal. It is coupled with the fact that Amazon did release news about the fact that they're denying the rumors of their accepting Bitcoin payments. Okay, so it's kind of some manipulation at play there. The big dogs, if you look at the big wallets for Bitcoin, they were selling at that point. So manipulation 101 right there. But anyway, that's how bullish Bitcoin actually is, because it's in a really strong uptrend at the moment. Okay, and given the fact that it is retail, Amazon denying that, we've only rolled over something like 7%. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a major correction. You would imagine that Bitcoin, to be honest with you, had already got the party started here. It already got the party started. It broken out a key level of resistance, and then a couple of days later, we had this whopping candle here, and this whopping candle was because of the Amazon news. But Bitcoin was already on a journey. Do you see that? So show me the chart and tell me the news. The news is Bitcoin's bullish. You've broken out a key level of resistance. You've came back up to test the resistance where you formed it. Even a baby can see that. That's the destination of this particular breakout, which I gave you. Right now, you create this beautiful signal just here. This is called a bullish cross. This is a precursor to the daily buy and go to the beat signal. Okay, the buy and go to the beat signal, the ultimate buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid is the 20 crossing the 55, where the yellow crosses the red line. Okay, you can see it's almost coming. It's coming for a retest at the moment. Now this particular signal is the 10 EMA crossing the 20 EMA. The last time we did that, was here in January. We got overextended, we rolled back, we lost levels of support, we bounced off the 55, we had a bit of a correction just there, and you can see on the 1st of February just there, we created that buy and go to the beat signal, the precursor, after this correction, the correction was over, basically, and looking at more upside, holding support, boom, 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 and that's where we went on to create that new all-time high for Bitcoin at 63K, okay? So that was great. That was a great signal, and it proved fruitful. So right now you've got a very similar signal for Bitcoin at roughly the same level. I mean, look at that. Look, it's exactly the same level, around about 33K. Do you see that when it was printed? So it's beautiful, beautiful little signal there from CoinsKid. So yeah, you could say that this is a confirmation statement. If we can hold support right now, hold support, we're looking golden for continuation right here for Bitcoin. Now you can see exactly what it's done on the Gaussian daily channel. Okay, you can see you've melted through the medium line, you've hit your resistance at the top end of the channel, you came back, and right now you are holding support at the medium line. You've bounced off it as a key level of support. This is good. This is bullish for Bitcoin, providing we can hold this support, and this medium line now acts as a level of support. This is where you'll see us creep up and potentially break out of it. Now there is a retracement that's going on here as well, so I'm going to show you this, okay, on the daily time frame. Just get rid of this Gaussian for you. So right now you can see you've had an impulsive wave up, and you're starting to retrace back down to a key level of support for continuation. Now providing you can hold these key levels of support, this is where you're going to see a new impulsive wave up for Bitcoin. Okay, if you lose a key levels of support, you're going to create something called a reversal wave, potentially coming back down to where you formed this impulsive wave. Do you see this? So this is a reversal wave. So I'm going to give you some key levels of support right now for Bitcoin. So at the moment you're retracing, okay, you're retracing back down to where you came from for Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you the levels of support. So right now you can see that Bitcoin, a nominal entry point, okay, this is what a lot of traders use, is a 0.50. You'll see in a nice strong uptrend, it always retraces to the 0.50, and you'll get a lovely little bounce off that and for continuation of the next impulsive wave up. So do anticipate, that Bitcoin could roll over a little bit more here and come down to this particular level just here, where you get the support and the bounce and the continuation of the next impulsive wave. I'm going to show you the next impulsive wave target in a moment, but this is a key level of support you can't see Bitcoin afford to lose, because if you do, there's a high probability you're creating something called a reversal wave, coming back down to where you formed the impulsive wave up. Do you see this reversal wave? So you can't see Bitcoin close any lower than 33,161 on the daily, because if it does, it's falling through these EMAs as well, okay, and you're going to create something, there's a high probability you're going to create a reversal wave coming back down to 29,218, okay, and from here right now, if you was to correct further down to that particular level, you will be looking at a 21% depreciation for Bitcoin. Now, obviously, this is how strong Bitcoin is. Okay, it could actually just bounce off this level because you can see you came down, you retraced. Okay, you're almost touching the 55 on the daily, which is really strong. Okay, you could almost see that you're hitting your head on the 0236 as resistance. So if you get caught under that resistance, do anticipate this is where you will come down to at least test this level, 35,858. Now, if you do lose that particular level for Bitcoin, you're losing the 55, but then look, you're going to bounce down to the 050, okay, potentially bounce off the 20 EMA or the 10 that's creeping up. You're in a bullish cross. This is really, really strong for Bitcoin, really good. I've shown you where it's happened before, okay. It's a huge signal. Okay, you've broken out a multi-level of resistance on the RSI as well. So potentially we've bottomed out here for Bitcoin. We've broken out this level of resistance, this pattern, this falling wedge. We've came back up to test resistance. You've got knocked off there, okay, which is normal. You're retracing before coming back up and having another go at it. Because if you come back up and you break this level of resistance right here, wow, you're looking at a beautiful upside here for Bitcoin, and you're looking at a fantastic recovery to the all-time high, in my opinion. But again, not financial advice. Potentially, okay, so I'm going to drop these levels of support in 33,161. Can't afford to lose that. You create a reversal wave. Potentially, you're going to get some cheeky bids in down here at 34,483 if we get lucky in this retracement, okay? Because from there, if it was to retrace down to this level, you could be looking at a potential impulsive wave up to 45,175 for Bitcoin. And from here, if you're lucky enough to get bids in down here, okay, from here to there is a whopping 30% long opportunity on Bitcoin, and that's a potential future target for Bitcoin just there, okay. Providing we hold these key levels of support, you're going to form a new impulsive wave. After this retracement at level of consolidation, you know, the next upside potentially for Bitcoin is 45,175, a 30% upside from this 050 at 34,483 if it comes down to that level and bounces off that level, because you can see it's so strong, okay. Potentially you may just come down to this 55 just there, which is at 35,858, bounce off that as support, continuation of the next impulsive wave up. Because if you do even get off that particular level of support, then obviously the appreciation, the next impulsive wave up is actually lower. I will give you that just in case it does actually only bounce off there. So if you do bounce off this level at 0382, also the 55 on the daily, okay, which is really strong, you would be looking at a 44,076 Bitcoin token price, and that from here is a trade of around about 23%. Okay, so you've got two targets there for Bitcoin, providing wherever it bounces off and starts to form a new impulsive wave up. Obviously, you know, if you want to be conservative, all you got to do is wait for the break of this high, this level of resistance, and then putting a long into one of these levels just there. Wherever you bounced off of support, this is where you take your profit. Do you understand that? Okay, so you could be looking at 8% trade from that 40k break, or you could be looking at a 10% trade from the 40k break, providing, you know, Bitcoin does bounce off one of these levels of support right here for the continuation of the trend. Do you see that? Okay, so that's basically Bitcoin. And failing that, you know, you're fully aware that if you do start to roll over here and you do come down to lower than the golden ratio, you high probability forming a reversal wave coming back down to retest this low once more. Okay, but Bitcoin's really bullish here. You've created a bullish cross. This is beautiful. Come on, let's get the party started for Bitcoin. Wave 5 has pretty much started here, hopefully. I'll be back tomorrow with an update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.